It's so good to see you all, and what's really exciting, a lot of old friends here, but I see so many new people, and I think that's going to be typical of the whole march. I really think it's going to be the largest march ever. I mean, if you elect somebody who's really with you, you're going to come down here, aren't you, and brag and all that. Now, the person we elected who's with us, Senator Brown, he always goes home on the weekends, so he's never here on Monday morning. But when the march ends, instead of going in front of the Supreme Court, if you want to hook back into this building, his staff thinks that he will be available at 3, 4, you know, whenever it is that you finish. So, but I have to tell you, our State House, the House part of it, is just like DC. We have all these wonderful new reps. And a lot of them have said, well, I didn't know whether I was going to run or not. And when Scott Brown won, I said, oh good, then I can win too and I'll run. And I was at the National Right to Life board meeting the last 3 days, and they were saying that all over the country, that they have all these new state legislators. And you know, January 19th was still plenty of time for them to decide to run. And they ran, and now they're going to be there for redistricting. So Scott Brown, even if he disappeared tomorrow, has affected the next 10 years of our legislators. National Right to Life, they described the same thing that we found in Massachusetts. These new legislators came in and they said, where's the pain bill? I want to sponsor the pain bill. Well, the pain bill is pretty sophisticated. It shows that all the medical authorities say that by 20 weeks, definitely the unborn baby feels pain. And then the law says if the baby feels pain, you can't do an abortion. So it effectively outlaws abortion after 20 weeks. And people said, well, you know, we're not Nebraska, why would we do that? Well, just think of going into your legislator and being able to say, let me introduce the unborn baby to you. Let me tell you about the development of the unborn baby. So it just gives us a wonderful tool. But the fact that these newly elected legislators knew about the bill and already wanted to sponsor it was very exciting. And that's what's happening down here too. We had 3 days of meetings of the Board of National Right to Life. And what the lobbyists and the PAC people were saying is that these new people, it's not, well, like I'm pro-life, but don't tell anybody, only publicized among your own people. It's, I'm pro-life, what can I do? And Boehner, the new Speaker of the House, put out like a booklet of priorities. His first priority is a copy of the speech he gave at the National Right to Life Convention about protecting life at all stages. And you look at the bills we've been talking about. Order of importance. H1 was something procedural. H2, repeal of Obamacare. H3, HR3, what Thea was talking about, that not just the Hyde Amendment, but no government funds for abortion permanently across the board. But the fact that they are number 2 and number 3 in priority, I mean, we're just in a whole different place. But something else which we were reminded at the meetings, we are in a different place. But as long as we have the Senate we have and the President we have, we are not going to do everything that we want to do. So what we have to do is continue to build on what happened in 2010 and really make it happen in 2012. Because if we are stuck, if Obamacare stays in place, or even some of it, in there, a person who is willing to pay for extra life-saving care is not allowed to. I mean, the abortion funding is awful, but there's all kinds of other things built in there that are so anti-life. So we have to really keep working on it. We say, well, Massachusetts, you know. Well, you know, we're not quite as far out as it seems. And one of the things that shows that are these wonderful people who will come to speak for us. Dwight Duncan is located in Cambridge. But Thea and Robert and Michael have all come from here, Michael from Alabama, and they're willing to speak to Massachusetts people because they know Massachusetts is important. Saturday night, there was this gala at the Ritz-Carlton. The Girard Foundation, which is in Natick, Massachusetts, awarded $100,000 or more to each of 7 people, one of which was a foundation. And every single one of them has connections with us. One was Representative Chris Smith's wife, and Chris used to be at our conventions, and he just put the wonderful tribute to Dr. Jefferson into the Congressional Record. Then there was Lila Rose, who takes the videos of Planned Parenthood. She spoke at our youth conference in the spring. Jean Head, who works so hard at the UN. If she weren't there, abortion would be an international right. She used to stay at my house because she used to help Dr. Jefferson with the media for various political campaigns. The Terry Schiavo Foundation. Well, her sister Suzanne, one of the first places she spoke after Terry's death was at our dinner. Dr. Alveda King, again, when she really changed her position, and when she came out as pro-life, we had her at the assembly, one of the first times that she spoke. So every single person had a tie-in, and of course Native Massachusetts is quite a tie-in. And it was very, very exciting. And it's very exciting at National Right to Life because they'll say, we can see that you're sponsoring the bills that you need to do. We can see that the education that you're doing is helping every place, not just in Massachusetts. So it's very exciting to be from Massachusetts, walking down the hall and seeing you can tell when the real offices, because they have flags outside the door. The other offices are committees or, one set of flags is over there, and it's our Scott Brown. Now, he is going to have to move because he had Senator Kennedy's office, and he doesn't have that seniority. So within the next few weeks, he will be moving. It'll still be palatial, but he may not be the only one on the floor. And we'll let you know. We'll send out an email, and we'll have it on the website that what his new office and his new number and everything is. And I wanted to remind you, if you don't get our email, please go on our website and sign up, because it's really important stuff, and there's no way we can call you every time something happens. And we have a new website, and it's hooked into our Twitter and our Tweeter and our Facebook, our blog, and it's really exciting. It's interactive, and we're already getting a lot of response. And someone put on, I have all these Facebook friends, and I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I got a notice this weekend and said, your friend has a birthday this week, and someone had put on the unborn baby for the 22nd. When I opened up, and I thought, isn't that wonderful? I don't even know who did it, but, people are really thinking and really conscious. Now, we have to ask you for a little help. The first thing, I promise next year there'll be more hats and more newspapers. We sent them to all the buses, and, the buses ran out, and then that was good in its own way. All of the petitions that we worked on, and we still need to work on them, to repeal Obamacare, they're all set to be delivered to the House members. Most of them have already gone. Senator Brown's petitions are all set. Senator Kerry, we need somebody or some people to go down, I think his office is 307 or something, but to go and just deliver those petitions and sign in. And Janet Callahan, who... And take a picture. Oh, and take a picture, of course. And this is Janet, who's in charge of everything. So we need, yes. With the petition drives, helped with the literature drops, it's Janet. So she needs some people to go to Carrie's office. Also, this is the oddest thing. We have these tall banners, that do this, and they say MCFL. They let Janet bring the sticks in for the banners, which was she could hit someone. But they didn't let her bring in the banners that say MCFL. So she needs some people to go with her back to the door where she came in to get the banners and then bring them to 7th Street where our people will be meeting. It's quite exciting. There are, we think, about 600 young people from the Boston Archdiocese. And they've usually kind of gone on their own. And this year they said they wanted to meet up with us. So we really need the tall banners so that they can find us. The blue hats will help and the banners will help. So if you can possibly help at all, either with Kerry's office or with the banners, if you would see Janet afterwards, I would really, really appreciate it. Does anyone have anything that they need to share? Because we have actually only a couple of minutes, but if you had something that you wanted to say.
Yes,
Yes.
Carrie's office is 218.
218 downstairs. Thank you very much. 218. Thank you very much. And I need to remind you, if you have any of nice signs, like the Stop Abortion signs or any of those, people suggested bringing them home.